Hello boys and welcome back to another video. So in this video we're going to go through the week that just where I'm going to see how much gold we made, right? So we're currently doing this challenge where I transfer to a completely new realm, which is high pop, and it's really different from my old realm, my low pop realm. So basically we farm gold, I do whatever I do every single week, and I tell you guys how much gold I've made, what I've been farming, like what ideas I have for the future and so on. So let's just say that this week I've received a lot of item value. Haven't sold jack shit. It's been really bad on the sales front. I'm gonna explain how and why to you guys in a second. But first of all, we're gonna see what I've sold, because I've sold something, man. So as you guys can see, we sold some transmog. Is not really anything to brag about. We had like glorious gauntlets, which sold for quite a bit. We had the Vanguard breastplate that sold for a bit, but besides from that, it's not a lot, man. And that's because I haven't really had that many items from the auction house. I've had like 120, 150, like anywhere around that number. So this week I just focused on doing a lot of transmog farms to build up my auction house, and it's starting to get slightly better, but I need to break like the 1000 items in the auction house barrier before I'm going to get like these really good sales in transmog. But yeah, we sold those transmogs. We sold some materials. You guys can see that this list is way beyond what it was the previous weeks, and we sold a battery tilt and a bronze whelpling. So this is not anything to brag about. As I said, I'm now up to 1.1 million, and I only made 172,000 gold this week, which is absolutely horrible, man. First week 437, second week 500,000 gold. So you would think that I would be above 500,000 gold, because I got more transmog item up in the auction house, and if I just farmed the same materials that I did last week, I should be above 500,000 gold. But hence the title. When it comes to resetting markets and so on, this is something that I'm going to show to you guys right now, because there's a lot of people who farm material and you farm it over a longer period of time. It might be me making a video about it, and it seems really great. You can do the math. Okay, I can get 500 of this material in 1 hour. It's going to be 60,000 gold an hour. Let's do it. You do it for a couple of days. You notice the prices are dropping like constantly, man. And all of a sudden, you can only sell the material for like 25% of what you used to sell them for, which is the case of my realm. Like, I have a lot of materials as well on the auction house. If I could sell those materials for the price as I got for them last week, I would have been at like almost 800,000 gold this week. But I haven't sold any of them, and that's because they're extremely low. There's so many people doing it. Volatile Fire, for instance, they're at the moment at 31 gold, and I've been selling these for like 80 to 90 gold a piece the last 2 weeks. So you guys can see if I scroll down, there's some of them for 88 gold each, which is it's like a fair price. It's what I've sold them for the last 2 weeks. So basically, if you're in this situation, you guys can see there's not really that many. There's like one stack of 200, one of 153 and so on, but this is not going to be a lot of gold combined. So what you should do in this case, you definitely need to get TSM so you can see what the average value is and the average sales. In this case, you guys can see the region market value, however, is 78 gold, and the sales average is 60 gold. So these are currently listed for like 50% of the region average sales. So they're really cheap, man. It's like a paradise for those who actually use these materials to craft. But what I'm going to do is, like I always do, I just buy out like every single material, and I'm going to buy them all out like up until the point of those that I think has a fair price. However, if you see someone having like hundreds and hundreds and you don't really want to take the risk, you might think that they're sitting on even more, then you might just sit it out, like put them in the bank, and just wait until that shit's sold, and then you post it once it's off the market. That's what I had to do, because there was probably 7 to 10 people just constantly farming this, constantly putting up in the auction house, and it got so cheap to the point where it probably only made like 15 to 20,000 gold an hour. So I didn't bother. I just still farmed it. I put it on the auction house, and after I did that, at the auction, I mean the bank, I put it in the bank. I didn't sell it, and then I just kept on buying, like I bought out and relisted it on the auction house. And then there was people who had even more in the bank, so they just relisted it. We had an undercutting war, and we got down to the point where it was like a steal, really cheap. So I just bought up that shit too. And then you're just going to keep on doing it until you get these sales, because you only need to meet one guy who's going to do a lot of crafting, and he's going to be able to buy like every single stack. So I'm going to go and post this for like 85 gold each, and trust me, they're definitely going to sell, unless someone undercuts me again and we have to start the process all over again. But yeah, that's basically why I haven't made that much gold, because all the materials that I've made the majority of my gold on has been undercutted down to the ground, man. So hopefully I can reset the market and start making some serious gold. And if you guys got any questions about gold farming or anything in particular, it doesn't have to be gold farming, feel free to let me know in the comment section. I will do my best to answer every single one of them. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you pretty soon in a new video. Until then, bye bye.